What's up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about 7 useful phrases that you have to put into your English, and if you do, your power of expression will expand and you will be able to say way more things. Let's start. The first one, I'm sure you heard, it's by the way. So if you have a long discussion about something and you want to add one more thought that maybe is less relevant, you can say by the way. For example, if I'm talking about you and how awesome you are, blah 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 blah, and then I could say, oh, by the way, we have to leave in 10 minutes. It's not really relevant to what I was talking about, but it's a little additional piece of information. By the way, da 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 da. Try that. Number 2 is saying when it comes to. This is when you're talking about a new topic. So you could say, he's a very nice person, but when it comes to cooking, he's terrible. So when you're specifically talking about one topic, you could say when it comes to. Another example, our house is super nice, but when it comes to bugs, we have a problem. Phrase number 3 is when you say speaking of this, or if you don't repeat what you're talking about, you could say speaking of which. For example, we could be talking about baseball, and then you say something about basketball. I could take that topic and start it by saying, yeah, speaking of basketball, I love LeBron James. Or I could say, speaking of which, I love LeBron James. So when you're kind of taking the new topic that someone mentions and then you want to say something about it, you could say speaking of and then continue with what you're talking about. The 4th phrase is by any chance, which means maybe or is it possible. Sometimes you use this when you ask a question. So for example, if I see a stranger and I want to know where the Colosseum is, I could say, excuse me, do you know where the Colosseum is by any chance? It means maybe it's not likely, it's not probable, but maybe there's a chance that you know. I could say, do you have water by any chance? Another way to say this is, would you happen to know blah blah blah? Would you happen to know where the Colosseum is? Would you happen to have any water? Let's do 3 more phrases. The 5th phrase, you might already know it, but it's feel free to or don't hesitate to. This is a polite way to offer yourself to someone. So you could say, feel free to contact me anytime, or feel free to get a drink if you'd like. Don't hesitate to ask me a question. Don't hesitate to do anything you want. So feel free to do something, go ahead and do something. Phrase number 6, I'm assuming you already know it, but I had to add it to this list anyway because it's that important, and if you don't know, you have to know now, which is, of course, let me know. When you're asking for information or when someone should tell you something in the future, you say, yeah, let me know about that. So I could say, let me know if you have any questions. Or I could say, when you find out, let me know. So when you combine the previous phrase and this phrase, you could say, feel free to let me know. Feel free to let me know anytime. And the last and 7th phrase of this video is for a while. A while means a substantial amount of time, usually a long time. So I could say, we haven't talked for a while. Or I could say, it's been a while since I saw you. Or you could say, this movie lasts a while. It lasts a long time. It lasts a while. Or you could say, I'll be there in a while. I'll be there in a substantial amount of time. Not soon, but in the future, in a little bit. Let's stop here. If you guys want to just hear the audio version of these videos, you should check out the Briller podcast, where I put my videos into audio format on that podcast, so it's super convenient. And as always, if you guys want to support the Bring Glaze channel, check my links below, my Patreon page and my PayPal page. Anything always helps the channel, so thank you very much. That's it for this video. I hope you guys learned something. I hope you're enjoying the content, and I will catch you guys next time. Peace.